This video starts with designing a box for a cabinet. We will review key SketchList 3D concepts, explore the use of the new board form, and learn basic editing with blue and red dots. We create our project and name it Storage Unit. Sizes are 36 by 48 by 18 inches deep. The assembly within that project will be called Main Unit. A board is a three-dimensional object. Think of them as building blocks. Our task is to arrange the boards in the assembly to make our unit. We insert a board of a specific material, enter its size, specify its thickness, and set the grain direction. Then we locate the board in the assembly. We repeat the process until all the boards are inserted and located. First, we create the new project. Click Start New Project. Enter the name. The height, 48. Tab, the width, 36. Tab, the depth, 18. If you have customers, you can pick which customer is buying this cabinet. Enter any notes. Click the Create button. SketchList creates the project and inserts the first default cabinet, which we are calling Main. By default, the newly inserted assemblies have the same size as the project. The design process largely involves two steps using three tools. First step is to insert a sized board. The second step is to locate the board within the design. The tools in this video are limited to the design dots, blue and red. Blue locate board, red sizes boards. To place a board in the assembly, click the new board icon at the upper left corner of the screen. We enter the board name, pick the material for the board, you can select another material if you choose. Set the grain direction for that board. In this case it'll be height. The width of the board is going to be the thickness. So I'm going to click the thickness button and set the thickness of this board to 3/4. Height will be 47 and the depth is going to be 16.5. Now, one of the checks SketchList makes at this point is that this particular board is the correct size to be cut from this material. For example, I said the thickness was 2 to add the board. Said this stock is not sufficient size for the board, and I can override that or retry. Pick the material for the board. In this case, I want to add cherry to my list. Pick the grain direction. The width of the board, being a sideboard, is going to be 3/4 of an inch. Height will be 47. 16.5 is the depth. I want to verify that that's the thickness and that's the board that I'm putting in. Step 2 is to locate this board. And I'll do that with the blue dot. right click that blue dot and move it to the left by 2 and to the back by 1. Say OK. First board. Insert my second board, new board form, top left corner of the screen. This is going to be side right. Again, cherry, grain direction height, width 3/4, height 47, depth 16.5. Then I specify 3/4 as being the thickness. Add board. Next step is to locate. What I'm going to do is take this blue dot, which value is 3/4, and make that .34. Front is going to be 1. Put that in there. Now that's located. Of course, there's a copy and move command, copy and mirror, that would have done that. But for the purposes of learning how to insert new boards and locate with the dots, I did that manually. Next step, third board, new board form. This board is the bottom. Again, cherry. Grain direction this time is going to be the width. I'm not going to worry about the exact width. You could, in fact, calculate it, but I'm just going to put that in for now. The height of this board is going to be 3/4, and the depth is going to be 16.5. This time, that's going to be the thickness. So that is the insert step. Now I want to locate. That's the insert step. Now I'm going to locate that board. Select that board and right click on the inside blue dot and copy its value. OK. And select that blue dot, paste the value, say OK. Now it's located. Going to resize with the red dots. Now here an option is to just take the red dot, holding down the Shift key and snapping that into place. Another example, insert new board. This is going to be the top, cherry, grain direction width, height is 3/4, and that'll be the thickness. The width is going to be 36, and the depth is going to be 16.5. Now to locate that, I know that the top of the sideboards is 47. If I take this and come to that bottom blue dot, blow it up a little bit, bottom blue dot, and for a bottom value here, enter 47, say OK, and there is the board. Further locating, grab either blue dot, change the front value to 1. I could have done that in one step, like this. Now we'll apply the backboard. Just spin this around a bit. You see that this is the back side here. And I'm going to insert a new board, name it back. This time I'm going to use the 1/2 inch material. And the grain direction is going to be height. When the board is a backboard, the depth is going to be the material size or the thickness, like that. And the height and the width I don't care about too much at this time, because I'll use the red dots to fix it when they're in place. So now I've got the board inserted, and I still have locating and sizing to do. So what I'll do is spin this board around, take the top blue dot there, and right click it, and copy those values, go to the backboard and paste that value. Again, the red dot is going to do the resizing. I'm holding down the shift key on my keyboard, and you see it just snapped at the last second. Do the same thing going toward the top, and there you have it. The final step in this process is to take that cabinet and add it to my library so I can use it in future projects. Just leave a note for myself, and then we're all set.